welcome back, guys. So we're going to be texturing the English shirts. So I'm trying to figure out which particular fabric to use for this. Let me just zoom in here. So we have some variations in here. Though we don't have the exact same material as this though, but we have something similar that would work. Take for example this one at the center. Let me select this. See if we can drag this out of the mix. Okay, so we need to drag this with the others. Let me see if I can find. So I think this comes with not that. Okay, now where's the color for that? Definitely something else. Okay, let me just get a closer view on this instead. Now just let me lock this background. Just shift select this too. Think I can drag this out now. Yes. So undo that. I'll hold Alt and drag this out to make a copy of it. It's also in Photoshop. So in Photoshop, we already have this from the previous lesson. We already have this. Check the image size around 2K by 2K resolution file, which is more or less fine. 2480 by 2480, which is more or less fine for what we need it for. So I'm going to hide this. Then inside of Illustrator, I'm not showing you guys the process, kind of show you guys how to get this out and into Substance Painter for texturing. So I'll drop this in here. Now just extend this out. Try to make this fit. Let me hit enter first. Okay, so I'm just going to come in here and control select this thumbnail, selecting this texture. I'll come in here. I think it be is it this. Okay, just select this center, this two center piece, align horizontal center and align vertical center. Just center this in our document. Then Ctrl T on this again. Then I would expand this out. Kind of make this fit the entire document. Just trying to check and be sure if everything is working correctly. Okay. Let me shift this up a bit and do that. Okay. Let's see. This should probably work just fine. Let's see if we can do a test for this. So I'll come in here to file and use probably be under edit define pattern. Let me just name this check 01. Okay, now hide that. Now create a new layer for this. Fill this layer with whatever color. Now come in here, let's see pattern. Scale this up. Okay, yes, that is seamless. That is actually seamless. So this is just to run a quick test on it to be sure if it's seamless or not. For the most part, this looks seamless. Let's try a value of 5. That doesn't seem to do anything. Let's try 15 in here. Okay. This actually looks seamless. Yes, this should work precisely just fine for what we need it for. So since I've tested that out, we can now do a quick save for this. I like to save this where I have my other fabric textures in. Let me just create a new folder in here and name this stylable. I'm not basically showing you guys the process to do this. Then you guys can go on your own and then do the same for the rest of the pattern we have. I should probably share you guys the file also. Name this png. Okay, let me just name this plaid pattern 01. Do a save for that. You should also save out the TIFF file too. Definitely save out the TIFF file too. Okay, quick save for this also. Alright, I think we should be good. Now why is my png file not showing in here? That's strange. Did I save it somewhere else? Okay, it's saving. Yes, we have it in there now. So we're just going to drag this into, let's just kind of isolate the English shirt first. Then we can turn up the shadowing for this. I'm going to drag this in here. Let's use this as a texture file. Import. Okay, so now I've imported this in here now. So let's just start with a base fabric pattern for for this. Let's see if we can find something, a close up for this. I don't think we have any good close up for this fabric pattern. Maybe we should even use the same thing we use for the hoodie, but with a much lower intensity to it. Okay, if you have something in here, and I think this should be a better guide. So that's a better guide to it. So we can come into layers, delete this, create a new fill layer for this. Now this fill layer, let me just name this to heights. Then I would let's see, add the black marks, add a fill, come in here and delete everything apart from the height channel. Increase the height channel a bit, come back to the fill. I think we can use those fabric. Which one should we even use in this fabric? I think we can use this. Let's try this on. Okay, crank up the intensity a bit. Then I would use, let's try a value of 10. Okay, getting something. Yeah, this will actually work. Probably try a value of 20. No, 20 doesn't seem to do it. Let's try 15. We used to feel a lot of people don't go above 10. Value of 10. Let's try 11. This to break up the surface or go a bit higher on this. Let's try 10.5. Okay. Should probably leave this around here. Right. This should be just about right, I guess. Okay. So let's introduce color map. For this color map, I'll be using, I'll just drag in this fabric in here. Roughness, let's take this all the way up, like around here. You can see right off the bat, we already have something looking quite interesting already, which is precisely what we want. Only for we need to kind of change this up. We need to adjust the scale. Let's try a value of 4. Okay, this is nice. Seems to come out quite well. So let's kind of figure out which size to use for this. This one feels a bit tighter. This one is a bit broader. Uh, let's see. Let us use the value of 5 instead. I think 5 should be more or less fine for this. I like how this is styling properly across this, which is quite nice and appealing for me to see, which is fine. Can definitely work with this. Okay. Yeah, this feels just about right. This feels just about right. So we can, I think, yes, there's one more thing I'd like to do because I'm kind of seeing some extra level of, what is that reference image we use? Yeah, I'm kind of seeing some extra level of breakup in here. You can see these bright speckles around this. So we can use the same thing we did for the hoodie to give us a similar effect. I see the same thing here also. A bit of a speckle around there. So we need to kind of recreate that all over again. All we have to do is just go in here, go to the hoodie main, and then we just copy this red layer. Let's delete this red layer. Then we just copy. So we have the dark cool and the bright. Don't even need. It's just this gray and white spots we need though. So I'll just select the white and the gray. Control C. Come in here and I'll just paste that over this. Okay. Since we're filling up the entire thing, so let's put this in a group. Is there a way to make? I should be able to make this. This is the interesting part. With multiply, let's see. Can't really see it. Can't really see it affecting this in any way. There's something happening there, no doubt. Okay, let's start from the ground up. Let me just figure out how to make this work. So I'm just going to remove the group to begin with. So let's start with the white spots instead. So for the white spots, let's try. I don't think overlay should do the trick. Let's try screen. Turn off the blur for now. Doesn't seem to do much. Okay, now we're getting something. Okay, I think this blur filter was way too harsh. The blur filter is way too harsh. Probably take that out completely. So now I'm beginning to get something in here. So on screen mode, on screen mode. That should hide the black and reveal the white. Maybe take this down even more. Okay. Also, another thing I like to do is to visualize this at 4K resolution, so you can see, yes, better. So you can capture more of the detail in there. Maybe even now, if I go to the height channel, the tiling, maybe if we try something like 15, let's see if that does anything. Yes, you can actually see it in here now working correctly. Tilings are a bit smaller now. Okay, that's fine. So now we're kind of establish something for the white speckle, but this white, just trying to figure out how much of it I want on this. So let's view the maps. Uh, Probably won't play with the contrast a bit. Let's see what we have. Nope, that's completely blown out. Okay, this looks interesting. Let's see. Seems to have lost. Seems to have lost most of it. Let me give this a moment to save. Okay, so let's try increasing this screen all the way. Okay, yes, this feels more like it. So something more or less like so. Maybe increase the tiling to around 20, I guess. Yes, even better. So this should more or less break up the surface even more. Okay. Okay. I think what we can do in here now is to, let's see. Let's see. I'll just duplicate this layer instead, this white layer instead. And for the color, I'll pick this darker, pick this darker, darker tone in here. Then on the Gaussian spots, I'll just randomize this. Can't really see much of what is doing there though. Let's try this on normal. And put this on normal. And still can't see much of what is doing. It's not that obvious. Let's make this even darker. Oh my goodness. That's been off all along. That's been off. Okay. Can't really seem to see anything happening in there though. The thing just doesn't shine through at all. Or maybe everything we need is just this white. just this white speckle around it. uh if you have another idea, push this back to screen also, and use more or less grayish tone to it, and take this down. Okay, let's see. Can definitely work with this. No, that was just way too intense. Then turn on back the blur. For this blur, let's take it all the way to 1. Let's try a value of 1. Okay, yeah, even better. This also, I'll just put this all the way to a value of 1. Okay, yeah, this should be fine. Okay, so now that we're done with this part, let's make this look a bit washed off. A bit washed off. Not dirty though, maybe not too dirty, but just washed off. Maybe even have some dirt, some dust to it. So I'm just going to go in back to the hoodie and copy this dust base. I'll copy this, Control C to copy this. Okay. Uh, let me copy all of this, copy. Then now, let me just do this gray. Okay, and I'll paste this on top of everything. Let's see the result that gives us. Paste. Okay. I totally copied one. Copied only just one. Copied only just one. Copy this again. Oh no, no, that's just way too extreme. Let me just paste this on here first. And I'll turn everything off. For this, let me hide this paint for now. I'll delete it. Now this I need to adjust. This is just way too much. To take down the general balance for this. There even a way to randomize this. So I'm going to take this down very much, like so. Okay. So another thing I will do is to let's see what this depth adds to it. Obviously take this down by a lot. Okay. This, yeah, this looks good. This seems to work just fine. Okay. I'll come in there. Now just paint over on some parts too. This is really strong. Take this down and use the depth brush for this. Okay. And just stamping some of this around here. Okay. Right, this should work. So I think the last thing we need to do now is to actually two things actually. But the first one is to go back to the base layer, this our pattern. Okay. So on this pattern, I would like to I'll duplicate this. Then on this, I would add a filter. So I want this filter to affect only the color channel. Color balance. Let's see. Now let's just use the HS HSL rather. Let me start by lightening this. Okay. Saturation, let me take this down. Okay. Just trying to figure out what should work best for this. Oops, stop it on. Okay, so on this I'm going to add a black marks. Now on that black marks, I'm going to use a smart marks for this. So it should be something like brown, something like let's try this death ground. I drop this in here. Let's see, let's check the map and let's see where it's affected. It's actually affecting it the wrong way. It's supposed to be from the ground up. It's doing like the opposite. But it doesn't seem to work correctly. I might just have to do this by hand. Now this doesn't seem to be working correctly like I would want it to. Let me try this instead. No, let's delete everything first and drag this in here. Cannot see anything now. It's not working correctly either. It's not working correctly like I said we want it to. Definitely not. Uh, Let me try to still manipulate this to see if I can find something that would work. Okay. Okay. I think we can. I think we have something that we can make work. I guess. Let's see. Let's try and to invert this. Okay. Now we have something down. Take this button intensity down. Okay. Now we're getting something. Now we're getting something. Down a bit more. I'm just gonna get this to raise up a bit higher. Uh, let's check our materials now. Let's turn this off. Since something seems to be blocking most of something way too white. Let's take this down. I think I'm taking off the blur. Okay. Not too sure about this color tone though. Yes, now we're getting something. I'm not too red. Something like so. Maybe way too bright. Something like something like this is beginning to feel more interesting. So I would come in here to the marks and add the paint layer. Then I can start painting in more of this just to bring this all the way to the top. Okay, maybe some underneath the armpits like so. Should get some money around this M also. Okay, let's see. This is looking quite interesting. Let's see, let's take the general intensity down. This looks nice. Uh, okay, yes, I think I'll do some for around this part. The color around here, like so. Yes, something like this. Maybe something gentle around here. Okay, I think we can live with this. I think this will work just fine. Then it should be on. It's actually underneath every other dead today. It should be on top of this white. Definitely be on top of this white spots. Something more like so. So the deaths, or even the everything that's to do with the deaths should be on top. Like so. I think this should be just fine. Let me just do a quick save for this. Right, looking good. So let's turn on back the hoodie. Let's kind of compare these two and let's see how well they blend together. So one last thing I'd like to do is to bring in the button and hole. I think black button should be just fine. Let's go in there. So you can have these bolts on black. button should be black. Somewhere around there should be fine. Just add some, let's make it like so. This should be fine. Let's introduce some light into this. Yes, interesting. It's looking quite interesting. Maybe the depth. No, let us check the depth. If you check this base depth. Okay. Let's check this. This is just it's there but not very obvious. Yeah, this one actually makes it shine a bit more. It's nice. So I think this is fine for now. I think in the next lesson we can work. I think in next lesson I'll just add or rather create something more of this jean fabric pattern on top of it. Something more like this should feel interesting. So in the next lesson I'll just do that instead as an additional bonus to this. But I think for the most part this looks fine. Let's just try the regular studio light for this. Let's see what that gives us. So normal regular studio. Let's try this tomato studio. Let's try this soft one front. I'm just trying to kind of visualize how this looks like in different light setup. Okay, let's try this one. Let's try a more broader light to it. Okay, let's see. I'm just gonna add some more saturation to the regular pattern. Let me add a filter to this. I don't want this to affecting the color, so let's see if we can add some more saturation to this. Just gives an overly brownish. Now let's take down this saturation. Okay, let's see the difference. Yeah, it feels a bit duller now, which is not too bad. It's not too bad. You can actually work with it. So this is fine. So I'll see you guys in the next lesson.